Let's be real. Life be life, man. Hey y'all, hey, welcome to my YouTube channel, baby, where we keep it real. Let's be real. Life be life, man. I was invited out on a trip, which is a trip that we normally take every year. Well, not I normally take, but a trip that my friend normally has every year on their birthday weekend. So I have these homeboys that are related, all of their birthdays in the same month or the same season, cancers or whatever the case may be, y'all. So I initially was not supposed to go to this trip because I said, with my situation and everything that I have going on, which y'all will hear about in another vlog, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go. But I was supposed to go to cook, right? That was the plan. We were supposed to get a 15-bedroom house. Everybody was supposed to go meet there, whatever the case may be. And we were supposed to celebrate my friend's birthday, right? I was fine with that because the situation that I'm in right now, it's like, okay, I need to just get out of the house and free my mind a little bit because, I'm really trying to figure things out, all right, as I go. We're healing. We all go through things. And I just felt like it was best that I got out the house and not sat in the house for that weekend. Plus I was supposed to go cook. Okay. So, y'all, I was like, okay, I'm going to go, keep an open mind. Very excited because I had not been out of town in a while. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is going to be a trip. This is going to be one of them trips. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get what it needs to get. Oh, child, that first day, before we even got there, it was some BS. All right, so they rented the house. I ain't going to say we because I ain't put no money in. It was a free trip. We came, my room was already available for me or whatever the case may be, child. So that's why I really went. Yeah. I'm just keeping it real. Yeah. You got to spend no money. You wouldn't go either. I ain't gonna lie. The house was already booked a week before we were supposed to turn up in Orlando for my friend's birthday. I waited a day before to let my friend know that there was some issues going on with the house, y'all, right? So it was a 10-bedroom house that was supposed to be rented out to us for the weekend. But they let us know a day before that 3 of the rooms was already occupied by other people. So that means it would have been 7 rooms left. And we would have to figure it out. Well, we can still come to the home, but 3 of the rooms is already occupied. Now, us being us and the color of us, our skin, child, we like, well, we don't know them people. Like, why would we shack up in a house with 3 other people that we do not know? So that was already a red flag for us. So my friend had been on the phone with them all morning, child, trying to figure this whole situation out. Now, I feel like, honestly, that was a sign to stay my black ass home. But I was like, okay, I was just determined to go ahead and make sure I cooked and make sure that his birthday was celebrated the way that he wanted to be celebrated, right? This is my friend. We ain't doing nothing like that. We like real close friends. We've been friends since I moved to Jacksonville, things like that, child. It ain't nothing, he went with a date or whatever. And I went solo. I went by myself, so he had somebody with him. And I cook. People like my cooking, so they wanted me to come and cook. So I had it all set up in my mind. I was gonna make brunch. I was gonna do my little thing or whatever the case may be. So I was ready. Okay. I had no plans on spending no money anyway. All I was doing was coming to cook and turn up and drink some liquor. Child, I'm keeping it real, baby. I'm going through stuff. I was coming for free. So the company that we went through, or they went through, I gotta stop saying we, cause y'all ain't pay for nothing, but they went through was Vrbo, whatever the case may be, and they rented a 10-bedroom home for that weekend. And we were supposed to leave that Friday. Mind y'all, like I said, they hadn't told them a day before that 3 of the rooms was already occupied, right? So in our mind, it's like we're not going to share a house with other people that we are not aware of, we don't know of. And you know what I'm saying? Our purses, our money, our valuable items is going to be there. That was just a fucking no-go. So my friend hadn't been on the phone with them all morning, y'all, trying to figure the whole situation out. Now, they didn't came to some type of agreement where, since the house was already occupied with 3 other people, then what we'll do is go ahead and book a hotel room at one of the hotels down the street from the house, and we'll make sure all the guests have a room to stay in, and it was on them. Okay. And then that Saturday, they were supposed to put us in a 15-bedroom home. So we think, okay, that's a lick. That's better because now we have more rooms, right? So we like, okay, cool, whatever the case may be. So y'all, we done went down there, child. We got to the hotel. We're fine with the whole situation. We make it work. You know, that's what black people do. We make it work. We make the situation work in our favor, okay? So we was like, okay, it's cool. We just gonna turn up. We gonna, change some stuff around a little bit and just make it work, okay? Now Saturday comes and we're preparing. Mind y'all, we check out of the hotel at 11 o'clock. They extended two of the rooms, right? But we had 8 rooms. They extended 2 rooms to about 1 o'clock, but we could not check into the other house until 4 o'clock. So of course, from 1 to 4 o'clock, we got to figure out what to do. Mind y'all, I said I had no plans on spending no damn money, because I was there to cook. Y'all, why when 4 o'clock came, these people said that the house that was listed was already rented out once again. So now my friend is on the phone with the company again, trying to figure the whole situation out. And I guess it ended up turning left because they end up having to pay for 10 more rooms at the same hotel that we just left from. Mind y'all, we got grills, we got food in the cooler because we're planning on grilling. This is the things that we were planning on doing at the house that we cannot do at the house anymore. So y'all, us being black folks, we was a little heated because we was already in the sun. It was hot as hell, y'all. And I don't know why I had long sleeves on, but I did. I was sweating, child. I ain't put no makeup on, no nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? Ew, I gotta stop cursing. So mind you, while we're waiting or whatever the case may be, we went to what it was, Golden Corral, sat down, got something to eat or whatever the case may be, did a little stuff before we got to the room. We got to the house. I don't know why I keep saying room, but to the house, y'all. And of course, that house that was rented was already listed. Okay, so now our plans are destroyed again. And these people are basically saying, well, there's nothing that we can do about it. The house shouldn't have been listed. We already, covered the rooms that you guys had yesterday, blase, squaze, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So my friend brother was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'll just, pay for 10 more rooms at the hotel that we just left. And we'll just turn up in the parking lot. Child, y'all know we turned up in the parking lot. We did. We was like, okay, we was a little pissed because we wanted to be in a house. We had things we wanted to do. Okay, that was the plan. We was gonna grill, we was gonna party, we was gonna drink, we was gonna turn up, we was gonna get along. So now we're separated in the hotel room, and we like, okay, well, shit, the party must go on. We done drove all these hours. This party's still gonna go on. So baby, we like, fuck it. Set the grill up outside in the parking lot, child, and put your little lawn chairs down, and we gonna turn up or whatever the case may be. Now I don't know. Everything was going fine. But then the energy shift, baby. And when the energy shift, things went left. And baby, when I tell y'all I was not here for it, I was not here for it. It was us and, my friend, his brother, girlfriend, and her family was there. Whatever the case may be, child, we outside. We chilling in the parking lot. It was some wine coolers or whatever. We were offered the wine coolers. Now, mind y'all, it's some men sitting outside. We did not see the women that were already there, but we knew that it was other women there with these men. We didn't know who, belonged to who. And then it was a whole situation about the wine coolers being drunk. Apparently, the wine coolers was there for the other women, and we were offered the wine coolers, which was absolutely okay. But the way that the message was delivered to us, as if we were drinking up the wine coolers that was provided for somebody else. Of course, us being the adults that we went and replaced the wine coolers, which was absolutely fine. Now, mind y'all, I said that I had went with my friend and his female friend at that time, so I ended up being with the other women that was there because, I try to venture out and meet new women because I feel like that's the thing that I should do. Open up and meet new women since I'm used to being friends with men, okay? Because me and men have a better understanding. versus me and women. I can start up a friendship with a woman and then automatically it'll turn into competition or some shit like that. So I just kind of avoid it until I find someone that, is kind of part of my tribe here, okay? That's on the same level as me when it comes to mental wise. Because every woman does not think the same. Every woman may not view you as being an actual friend or someone that can be a potential friend. Instead, it becomes competition, which I am fully aware of, which is no issue for me. But at the same time, I just don't deal with it because it's too much drama and child. I go for real, for real. And I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to heal, y'all. I'm trying to heal. So I'm trying to get better. So we went to the liquor store and we bought some more wine coolers or whatever the case may be, which everything was fine. But the other person that I was in the car with a friend of my friend, which I see her on the regular. So I'm familiar with one of the females that was with us, but I didn't. I was my first time meeting the other one, which was absolutely fine because the one that I am familiar with. Me and her have spoken on different occasions, and I kind of see her a lot, which was completely fine. Whatever the case may be. So I was sent to the store because my homeboy's brother, gave me the money. Well, he told me that he was going to pay me back if I was to go ahead and buy the wine coolers, which was no issue for me. I had done dropped the whole situation, child. I wasn't worried about it. I was turned up, child. I was in probably like 2 cups in, done smoked a little J. So by the time I'm feeling good, I ain't with the bullshit. Whatever, it's whatever. Okay, I felt a little kind of way because they said that we had drunk up their shit. So I'm like, okay, whatever. We'll just replace it. That's the type of person I am. I'm not gonna argue with anybody. I don't get loud with anybody, and I don't get belligerent. I just don't do those type of things because I know, like I said, and I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to heal. And the other person we gonna say her name is Keisha. Keisha took it a whole different other way. Keisha felt disrespected, and Keisha felt tried, child. When I say Keisha felt tried, Keisha felt tried. Oh, we get to the liquor store, we replace the wine coolers or whatever the case may be, and me and I'ma say TT. Me and TT, the woman that I am familiar with, we was like, okay, we'll get another bottle of Patron along with the wine coolers or whatever the case may be. And we went in on the bottle of Patron, which came up to almost like 50 something dollars, which was absolutely fine. No biggie. Now, Keisha, when me and Keisha went in the store together, I got the wine cooler, I got the Patron bottle, and Keisha got her a bottle of Ciroc. Okay, follow me. So we head to the counter ready to purchase or whatever the case may be. Mind you, I had already paid. I paid for the wine coolers and the Patron bottle. And as we're at the counter, Keisha was like, "Ooh, that's a rock. It's only such, such, such. That's my favorite flavor or whatever the case may be." Now, mind you, normally you would separate the ticket because you have your own money. I have my own money, but I just gonna let her ring it up all together, and we'll figure out how to split it after that, right? Which turned into a whole mess. Now, originally the issue was not about how much money that was spent on the stuff that was purchased at the liquor store. But somehow it became an argument. Okay, deflecting from the real issue as to Keisha feeling a particular way because they said we had drunk up their shit. We had them boy the liquor. Keisha still highly upset. Keisha is pissed off. Keisha going off in the backseat child. And anybody that knows me know I'm goofy as hell. I'm gonna laugh at the whole situation because it ain't really bothering me that much. That shit don't bother me. Okay, like I said, I'm already 3 cups in. I'm a little high, I'm a little tipsy. I'm feeling good. I came to enjoy myself, so it's no pressure. So we pull up back to the hotel in the parking lot where everybody was at, child. And I had the stuff that I had went to the store. My homeboy say, homeboy, we gonna say my homeboy name is Tommy. Shit, I should have did that in the video, beginning of the video, but hell, y'all following me. So Tommy was like, okay, I'm gonna give you the money back. So I'm not sweating because Tommy always come through. If Tommy say Tommy gonna do something, Tommy gonna do it, especially when it comes to my money or whatever. So I'm not tripped about the whole situation. Now Keisha done walked her ass over there to where the people was and said something to them, regarding the fact that, we had to replace that. Mind you, we didn't replace shit. I was the one that spent the money to replace the wine coolers, which like I said was never no issue for me. It wasn't never no problem. Keisha go over there and start a whole argument with everybody. Now, me and TT still sitting in the car while Keisha over there, going ham with these people. these women husbands, which, like I said, we didn't figure out until later on that the women that was there, they were married to. Y'all whole mess. Tommy, which is my friend brother, him and Keisha get into it because he didn't like the way that Keisha approached the older people. Of course, these people were older, so it was like a little bit disrespectful. And I feel that the way that she approached the whole situation, it didn't have to go that far. It really didn't. But I feel like she maybe had a point to prove or something like that. I don't know, whatever the fuck it was, because baby, I was feeling good, and the whole time I'm laughing because I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't take too many things serious, especially like that, because I know that it can go left really quick. So I kind of like laugh bullshit off to keep from getting angry, because if I get angry, let's just say I don't do no talking. Keisha and Tommy getting into it. So then when they come back towards where me and Titi was in a car sitting back now, the story had then came back, and it done flipped. It done flipped. It went from it being an issue about us drinking up the wine coolers and replacing it, having to replace it, to me not having enough money to purchase the stuff, and she had to put the rest of the money in. Mind y'all, I said prior to that, I paid for the wine coolers and I got a bottle, and Keisha decided to put her Ciroc bottle onto the purchases that I already made, so therefore we had to split the money. Keisha done took her ass over there, and when we got back and I told them people that, she's upset because I didn't have all of the money, which was not the real issue on why Keisha was mad, because Keisha was mad before we even went to that damn liquor store. Okay? Now, when it got back to me, I say what I said, and I don't repeat myself. I only say something once. I said that was not the main issue. The main issue was the fact that we were offered something and then we were being told to replace it, which was not the problem. But the issue is, why offer us something if you have that for somebody else? Keisha made it seem like the problem was I didn't have enough money to pay for the wine coolers when I paid for the wine coolers and I paid for the bottle. Now I don't know, had Keisha had her a few too many shots, but Keisha felt like she forgot that she was putting her half in to pay for her fucking bottle. So I had to bring it up. Like, okay, Keisha, the reason why you had to put money in is because of the Ciroc bottle. I don't know if she forgot or whatever the case may be, but she tried to make it a situation to where I ain't have enough money. But it took me a while to really sit and think about it. Well, Keisha was trying to make me look a certain kind of way, but Keisha, I had the money. I had the money to pay for that wine cooler, the Patron, and your Ciroc bottle if I wanted to, but you purchased this Ciroc bottle, so your ass gonna pay for it. Don't sit and go tell these people that I ain't had no money, and that was not the fucking case. So it's a whole argument. Keisha and Tommy arguing back and forth. Mind you, Tommy had them paid for the whole room, the whole trip. Okay, your ass wouldn't have been here, Keisha, if Tommy didn't, make sure you had a place to stay or sleep at that night. So she being real disrespectful for Tommy, and she like, well, I don't have to be here, and da. He was like, well, you can just leave. Mind you, she said it out her own mouth. I don't gotta be here. I can leave. Well, he was like, well, shit, you just leave. Because me and TT like, well, why are you going back and forth with this man anyway? And why are you even saying that's the issue? That's not the fucking issue. The issue is that you're mad because they offered you something. And, we're having to replace it. It was, belonged to somebody else. So I'm laughing because, like I said, y'all, I laughed to keep. All of a sudden, Tommy looked at me and he blamed me. He said, well, it's your fault because I told you that I would pay you back the money, and, she shouldn't even have to put nothing in. And I'm like, Tommy, I paid for what you wanted me to pay for. Okay, I purchased the wine coolers plus a bottle, and she purchased the Ciroc bottle. And like I said, that was my first time saying it, and I wasn't saying it no more. And I was mad at him a little bit because it's like, how you turn around and blame me had this had not all started, had you not came back and said what them people said. Mind you, Tommy is the one that delivered the message that we had to replace the wine coolers, and Tommy told me that if I was to use my money to go purchase, he would pay me back, which is not a problem. It was not a problem for me. it was a problem for Keisha. Keisha took the shit over fucking board. Now it's a whole altercation between Keisha and Tommy want to turn around and blame me. Now, mind y'all, me being the person that I am, child, I took that a little bit like, wait the fuck a minute. Now, that ain't how that story went, and that's not how it's going. That is not the fucking issue. The issue is, like I said, that the wine coolers needed to be replaced after it was offered. Okay? So at this point, I'm like irritated. I'm still taking my shots. I'm still smoking child. I'm just gonna still enjoy my time. I'm not gonna let that fucking bother me. Okay, whatever the case may be. So loud. Tommy is like, you can leave and whatever Keisha be. Now, mind y'all, Keisha is not my friend. Keisha is TT friend. I know Keisha through TT, and I met Keisha that weekend. That was my first time seeing Keisha. So I really don't. If she go home or not. I'm just being honest. I didn't give a fuck. I'd be lying. Now, mind y'all, we two hours away from home, and she's been drinking. So the good side of me kicked in because Keisha already done had me fucked up, trying to make it seem like I didn't have enough money. But forget to mention that you put a Ciroc bottle on top of the order that was already purchased, so you had to pay for your own Ciroc bottle. That was the issue. It's not that I didn't have the money because I had the money. The issue was that you put your Ciroc bottle, and you had to pay your portion. I don't know if she fucking thought I was gonna pay for it or not, but I don't know you. I'm not paying for no Ciroc bottle for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my mindset. So they didn't get into an argument, child, or whatever the case may be, honey. And she's like, I'm going home. I'm going home. And me being me, I'm being quiet, but her friend Titi's like, no, you can't go home. You drunk. And I'm like, okay, yo, even though Keisha done pissed me off, okay, yeah, just don't go home. You drunk. I'm still trying to be cordial or whatever with Keisha, but you know how when females get mad at somebody else and they be saying certain stuff like, I'm not like the rest of y'all. I'm not like the rest of them. I'm not gonna let him talk to me any kind of way, child. It went left. We in the car and she just talking about, I'm not like the rest of y'all. I'm not like the rest of them. Blah, blah, blah. I say, well, first of all, because I was quiet the whole time. Well, first of all, I know not to pay Tommy no damn mind. Cause everybody know Tommy, how Tommy acts. Don't pay Tommy no mind or whatever. And the way that he was talking to you, yeah, it was a little bit disrespectful. But your energy was disrespectful as well. All he did was match your energy. Okay, if you don't want that energy being deflected back to you, don't give that energy back to give to that energy to nobody else. And that's what Keisha fucked up at. Okay, her energy was off and her energy was returned, and she did not know how to fucking handle it. Okay, so I'm like, well, wait a minute. Well, I don't pay attention to Tommy, and I told her like, I am not on it. Like I don't do back and forth. She kept talking about what she wasn't gonna do, child. And I ain't gonna lie, I was antagonizing her ass. I said, well, shit, instead of talking about it, just go do it. If it's my I stab people and this and that, I said, well, go stab them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, shit. I don't like for motherfuckers to sit in front of my face and talk about what they gonna do. Go do it. Okay, like I don't talk about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it to be a surprise. I'm gonna surprise you. Okay, and how I'm gonna pop off. So at this point, I'm just irritated. I'm like, okay, well, go do it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I fight, go do it. She got so mad to the point where she talking about she gonna have some people come up here and shoot the shit up and da. So I'm like, I'm still sarcastic, but if you do that, well, just let me know so I can move out of Dodge. I know at this point in her head, she like, I wish this bitch shut the fuck up, but I'm not, cause bitch, you done did too much, Keisha. You done ruined the whole mood, Keisha. And at this point, I don't give a damn if you stay or you go, Keisha. I really don't care. Before all of that occurred, when we were in Golden Corrals, when I told y'all we was waiting on the next house, me and Keisha was talking a little bit. I was just telling Keisha how I'm healing. I'm going through my healing process, and I don't want to, be arguing. I don't do all that other stuff. I don't do that stuff, right? I like to have a positive, real calm, collective energy. And she was like, yeah, me too. I'm not into being in altercations. I'm very peaceful. I don't argue back and forth with people. And I don't know if the demon had done came and the lies had done been exposed out of Keisha, baby, but Keisha really showed her true colors when it came to them goddamn wine coolers. I say this. Then she just say in the back of my head, I'm like, well, then she just say she don't be on that arguing and stuff. You see how spirit will show the truth about people. You don't say he lied to me. She done lied to me at this table, and not even a few hours later, the truth had done came out about Keisha ass. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for Keisha to go because Keisha done, work my motherfucking nerves. After Keisha got to go, and y'all got to put me in a whole nother room because mind y'all, I'm splitting the room with Keisha. So Oh shit. Yeah. I didn't give a fuck if Keisha left or Keisha stayed, child. I didn't care what she did. Hell, Keisha get on the room for all I goddamn care. But Keisha showed her ass and I had enough of her. That took place. We end up just, moving away from where everybody was at in the parking lot or whatever the case may be. So now Keisha and TT going back and forth. Well, girl, don't go home. You drunk. Keisha like, nah, I don't gotta stay here for that bullshit. I'm finna go. Da, 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 da. And I'm just being quiet because Keisha done pissed me off talking about, you know what I'm saying, I'm not like the rest of y'all. Yeah, you right, you not like the rest of us because that little incident wouldn't affect me the way that it affected you. It didn't bother me. So you right, you not like the rest of us. But at the end of the day, I didn't want to talk to her ass no more because she done pissed me off a little bit. Where I had to kind of raise my voice because what you not gonna do is sit and talk about what the rest of us. I'm not like the rest of y'all. I hate when females do that. This is why I don't have any female friends now because they always do that. They talking about but you the one got a point to prove. I ain't got no point to prove because baby, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit there and say what about what I'm gonna do. That's incriminating yourself. I ain't gonna tell you I'm gonna shoot you before I shoot you. Hey, just a fair warning, I'ma shoot you. Like it was given that, making threats and stuff like that. You know you damn well, me and you know you ain't about to do nothing but run your goddamn on mouth. At this point, I'm ready for Keisha to go. All ass go ahead, Keisha. But I'm like, yeah, girl, no stay, stay, But I didn't really give a fuck whether she went or left. You know what I'm saying? I was just being cordial at that time. So finally, after maybe like 45 minutes, Keisha decided she wanted to go home. So child, me and TT was like, well, let's just go back in the room and call it the night. Mind you, our Sunday was the next day. We was getting ready to go. I don't think I've ever been so much ready to get back to Jacksonville in my life. I was ready to get back because, baby, everything was fine. Now, I'm good with rearranging certain situations and still having a good time. But Keisha really worked my nerves. And this is a prime example on why I don't deal with a lot of females because I kind of felt the animosity there. But like I said, you'll never get that energy to where you feel like I feel like I'm bothered. You'll never know if I am a little triggered by you or you know what I'm saying. I wasn't, it really didn't phase me honestly. Like it was okay, whatever. But I kind of picked the energy up off of Keisha. She was really mad at the fact that me and TT was riding together. She was riding in her own car, all type of stuff. And you know how females get now. I don't know really what type of relationship her and TT have, with one another. But I can kind of sense when you're in an empath and you're intuitive, you can kind of sense that it was like a little fake ass relationship. I'm just gonna keep it real. They ain't real friends. They just enjoy each other company. So of course when you have a third wheel, a new person coming around, you're gonna feel a little certain kind of way. But mind you, like I said, I knew TT prior to going on that trip. That was my first time meeting Keisha. But at the end of the day, it's a situation that happened. It was an experience, and I don't think that I will be experiencing that a while. If I'm not going on a trip where everybody I know, or just maybe not gonna do it again. I'm just gonna keep it real. But y'all, until next time, thank you for listening to my story. Bye.